Hello and welcome back to a new video where we're starting a series on how to make all the cool stuff that the server Origin Realms is doing. In this first episode, we're going to be tackling the back cosmetics or the backpack that this server has. Before we get started, I just want to say this video is going to be divided in two parts. The first part is going to be just the easy installation and showing you how this system works. And in the second part, I will dive into how to add more cosmetics, how to add more things, and all of that technical stuff that you might not be interested in. So just skip to the part that you want best. And I also want to shout out real quick this Backpack Cosmetics plugin, which is a paid plugin, but it does work really well, and it is a whole lot simpler than what we're going to be doing. So if you're interested in that, I'll also leave it down in the description. With that out of the way, let's get started. First thing we want to do is just download both the Mythic Mobs and the Chest Commands plugins. Put them into your plugins folder. Start the server, let it all install and whatnot. And once you've installed them, close the server. And what we want to do is in this folder that I'm going to leave for download, what you have is a resource pack, very important. We'll deal with that later. And this plugins folder. So once you have them installed, just drag these two folders into your plugins folders. Or if you already had them installed, just go file by file so you don't replace them. These we'll dive into later, and they're just what makes everything work. So once you've done that, you just want to press Windows R, type %update %, press enter, going to .minecraft, going into resource packs, and here drag the resource pack that I just said in this folder that I'm going to leave for the description. So you put that there, you start up Minecraft, you join your server, and you select the resource pack into here. It'll be here, so you just select it and you click done. And with that out of the way, we're actually pretty much done. We just want to type this simple command egg get, and now back tester, not back swag, but back tester. So we just press enter on that, and this is a very important entity that is going to be just managing this whole thing. So it is very important that you place it in the spawn chunks. That is just the place around where you spawned, basically. If you have changed it with commands to a new place, just place it there. And if you don't know where they are, but you want to place them near your house or whatever, just do /set world spawn. Just press enter, and now the spawn chunks will be around this block. So now we just want to place this, which is an invisible armor stand. You won't see it, you won't interact with it, so it's all good. And as you can see, it is already working. I have an armor stand in my head, which is the whole point of this system. I want to point out a couple of flaws that this system has. It only works in survival and in the other mode, adventure mode. Can't think of it. It won't exactly work in creative and spectator. It will like half work, but I don't think that's much of a problem. And then another problem it has is that when you get into the water, the cosmetic will disappear for a short amount of time until you get out. The moment you get out, it will appear again. So now let's just type the following command, which you can change later. I will show you how to do that. We just type back menu. It's going to be in red, but that's okay. We just press enter, and this is our cool menu. Here's where we're going to be adding more. You can add your website here, and let's just select the backpack. And as we can see, I am wearing a backpack. It follows me around. It looks where I look, and it looks really cool. It shifts with me. It does everything. It's super cool. As I was saying, if you get into the water, it will disappear just for how the system works, but just a couple seconds after you get out, you'll get it back. No problem. It doesn't matter what dimension you're in or what world you're in, as long as that armor stand there, this entity is loaded. That is incredibly important. So yeah, we have this part of the system working. You can also remove it by clicking here, and then it just disappears. And that is all we need to do to get the basics working. Now for the next part of the video. Now I'm going to be showing all the files or all the stuff that you need to do to add a new model that I've already set up in the files that I will be sending you. So to get started, we need to go into our servers folder, and we need to go into plugins and chest commands. So we go into chest commands, we go into menu, and we go into back one, which you should already have placed, obviously, in the back step, in the last step. So let's open this. I'm opening it with Notepad++, but you can use whatever text editor you want. And here is the command that I just used. You can change it to whatever you want. Here is the website URL, so that when you click in that little website icon, it takes you there. And now let's just add a new one. This is very easy. To add a new one, we just copy this and we just paste it again. Now we need to change this name. We're going to be adding a pink flamingo. So let's just name it Pink Flamingo. It's still going to be a stick, and we need to change the position. This position is just the place, oh, sorry about that, where it is located in this GUI. So this is placed in X2, Y1, 2, and 3. So we just want to add 1 in the X every time, and once you get to the end, you go back to this, which is 2, X2, and you add another one to the Y. I think it's kind of self-explanatory. So let's just add a new position to the X, change this name to Pink Flamingo. Custom model data, very important. Let's change that to 2, and this scoreboard also to 2. Now we can save this and leave it there for now. Now for the next part, we want to go back into plugins and down to, where is it? Mythic Mobs. We're going to go into mobs. Wait, no, not mobs, sorry. We're going to go into skills, and we're going to go into backswag. And here, we just want to go down here to backswag equip. We want to copy one of these lines and paste it again. And change this to 2. And just keep adding the numbers. And we're going to copy this too and paste it right here. And now we have to change this value to 2, this value to 2, and this to Pink Flamingo, or whatever name you want to use. But you cannot use spaces in here. It needs to be either all cap, I'm using caps, or you can also use underscores. I'm just going to be using caps. So this part is also done. Let's save that. And now let's go back into Mythic Mobs and into items. Open the items folder, open back. This is completely necessary, so you can't delete that, but you can delete this or change it if you want to change the backpack in any way. Now we're going to be calling this Pink Flamingo exactly the same as you're going to call it here. It needs to be the same. And now the model 2, which needs to be the same as this model right here, and the name, which can be any name you want. So let's save that. So that's that for the plugins. We're done. We just need to change the resource pack. So we go into the resource pack. I have WinRAR, but you can use any other zipper that you might have. So let's go into the assets folder, into Minecraft. Well, let's go back. Cosmetics. Here you have all of the models for the GUI. And here in back, you can see we have the backpack, and we also have a Pink Flamingo that I have left here. If you want to add any new models, you drop them in here, and you make the textures point into here so that it's all organized and really nice and neat. And now let's go into the Minecraft folder, models, item, and since we were using the stick before, we're gonna keep using the stick. So we want to copy this whole line, okay, put a comma here, and paste it. There always needs to be a comma before the last one. So not here, not a comma here, that would be wrong, but before the last one. So if I were to add another line, I would need to put a comma here. But since I'm not adding that new line, we need to remove that. Okay, so now let's change this to 2 as we did before, and let's point this to our model. So our model is in, oh, sorry, it's here. Forgot. Our model is in cosmetics, colon, models. You don't have to put the models because you're pointing to a model, and then back, and then pink flamingo. So we have to change this to pink flamingo. With that, we can save that. We can save this. Right, sorry. Since we're using the resource pack, we do have to take it out for a second so that WinRAR can edit the archive. All right. Let's try that again. Let's see. Oh, not here. Minecraft models, item, and stick. Yeah, it definitely did not save properly. So let's copy that again. Comma, enter. Put that in there. Pink flamingo. And let's change this to 2. Save that. Yes. And now it's fully saved. That's great. So let's get the resource pack back in. And since we already reloaded it, we don't have to reload again. But we do have to reload both mythic mobs, so reload, and chest commands reload. Now with that, if we do this again, back menu, we should see our pink flamingo right there. Would you look at that? And technically, if I have not done anything wrong and I click this pink flamingo, indeed, we see I have a pink flamingo. And look at that, how great it is that I don't have it in the right position. That is actually perfect. Because now we can go, well, we do have to take it out for a second. But now we can go into cosmetics, models, back, and pink flamingo. And down here, you can copy this into any of your models that you might have. And in head, which is what we're using, we want to put it higher because it was too low. So let's say maybe, I don't know, let's try 45, for example, minus 45. Let's try that. Yes. And let's reload. And as we can see, that is pretty much it, but maybe too much. So let's try maybe 50. And this way you can change your own models to fit exactly the height that you want them to. So let's say we want this at minus 50 so that it's right in the waist. Put it back in. And I am very happy with that. So we can just leave that there. As you can see, it always looks where I look. It always goes where I go. And right now I could just change it back to the backpack. Or I could just not wear anything. And with that, I think we have it all done. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and could follow along. And if you have any questions, I'll leave my Discord tag, my email, and a bunch of other social media stuff. So please ask. I have no problem responding to any of your doubts or problems that you might have. that's it, and just wait for the next video. Bye!